What's goody, what's goody, what's goody? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome Monday morning. We here. Cash owns me. I let Cash punk me. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Nico, I did. I'm going to give a special shout out to the real Chance Wilkins. That's my dude. That's my boy. He showed me that this morning. Joshua, Cash is the elder abusing pedophile that we looked into on Saturday night stream. He's a Cyraxx supporter. He likes to make kids cry. I don't fucking know. And within 48 hours, he is responding to me, I guess. I guess he's upset. And I don't know. I didn't think it was going to get him all up in that... I didn't think it was going to get him all up in his feelings that quickly. I didn't think I'd be on anybody's radar, but, it is what it is. It is what it is. He can be mad, I suppose. What's up, Sheets? How you doing, big dog? How you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We've been up for a whole 90 seconds. Let's take a ripper. Let's take a ripper and start our morning off right. You guys know what time it is. Sock check. Dog, come on. Come on with that. You think I'm not ready? That's like the last thing I do right before I press the go live button. I make sure I got my drink, I got my phone, I got the microphone, the audio's on, everything's going. I make sure the stocks are on, then I press stream. What's up? What's up? Let's get it, guys. Come on, here we go. What up, gang? Welcome in, welcome in. Woo. Double for your birthday. Oh, Mimi on. I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better. Happy birthday to our boy Mimi on. We appreciate you being here, big dog. Especially on your birthday. Love it. We are going to... Because it's Mimion's birthday and I'm a man of the people and I like to celebrate my people. We're gonna go ahead and open up. I've been to the dispo. I've been to the dispo today. I've been to the dispo and I picked up a 2-gram loot bar like we always do. And today's flavor, we went with, where's it at? Blackberry Fire. We're gonna find out today. Let's open it up. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, that's gonna taste good. What do we got in here? 88% THC. Was this the one we had Saturday? I don't know if this was the flavor we had Saturday or not. I don't know. Troubled one, I appreciate you being here. Panning some gold out. Hell yeah, dude, hell yeah. That's legit. That's legit. For those of you that aren't aware, go check out Troubled One's channel. It's very niche content, gold panning content. Super interesting though. Go check him out. Go check him out. Go show him some love. But for Mimi on, big 18 today. Well, happy birthday, big dog. Happy birthday. I appreciate you hanging out with me on your birthday to celebrate it the correct way. It's what we do here. It's what we do here. I know it's gonna get a little gay. I gotta do them both. Whatever. But let's open it up. Let's go ahead and get a happy birthday double ripper for our boy Mimi on. Happy birthday, big dog. Here we go. Poop poop. Come on. Triple. I could try. I'll try. I doubt I'd be able to get it, but I'll fucking try. Come on, guys. Let's go. Here we go. Oh no. Whoa. I'm here, guys. You guys gotta give me just a second. I'm here, guys. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Whew. Whew. I'm here, guys. I'm here. Whew. Shit. Whoo-wee. I'm coming. I'm coming. I swear I'm coming. I swear I'm coming. Just about through here. Oh shit! I am so sorry, guys. I am so sorry. Fuck. I'll keep it real with you guys. That one fucked me up. Ooh. I obviously had to change shirts. I sweated through my last one. That's where I had to go. Holy shit. I got really, really hot. Got really, really hot. I sweated through that tank top you guys that we started the stream in. I had to go into the restroom and towel myself off. I was dripping in fucking smoke. Or in sweat. And I had to turn the heat off because it felt like I was going to die. I turned my heater off in here. I towel myself off in my restroom. I come back in here. And like right now, I am fucking shaking cold. I feel like I've been in an ice bucket. Holy fuck. I had to turn my heater back on. Oh, wow, guys. Whew. I hope that was a good birthday Ripper, Mimion. I gave that everything I fucking had. Holy shit. Holy shit. Fuck, it's cold. It took me so long, I thought about putting on a sweatshirt. Excuse me. Gee wee wees. What's up, Connor? Wow. Stone Pilot, thank you for the dono. It is greatly appreciated. Quit dying. I'm watching here. I'm trying. Ooh. This is... Holy shit, guys. Like, I'm shivering. I'm cold. I'm so fucking cold. Ooh, fuck. I don't know that... I can't remember the last time a Ripper hit me like that, or I think it would have had to have been like a dab out of a traditional dab rig the last time I can remember. Oh, fuck, it's cold. Come on, fucking warm up. Okay. Oh, shit. That triple fucking Ripper, man. Oh, yeah, yep. So, seems like since we're all aware of this weekend's goings-ons, the Cyraxx supporter that I introduced us to this past weekend, he has come alive, he has taken notice, and I guess we got under his skin. That was fucking quick. This morning I had just opened my eyes and like 3 minutes goes by and my phone lights up, and who is it? It shouts out to my boy, the real Chance Wilkins, also known as the real Mozzarella, and he sends me a message first, says, dude, what the fuck? Are you beefing with someone right now? I was like, when he first said it, I was like, what? No? It kind of caught me off guard. I was like, no, I don't think. Like, who the fuck would I be beefing with? And he was like, here, look at this shit. And I saw the video and I was like, wow, dude, that was so fast. I was not expecting I wasn't expecting a response. B, I wasn't expecting one that quickly. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. I heard there was 2, but 1 got taken down or something already. This is the one, or this is what I was able to just find. And I guess I'm not surprised at the reaction. So let's take a look at it real quick. Let's just take a look at it. This is the part where he's about to mention me. This is a shouts out to Ripperzzzzz for providing this, because he's the one that's archiving all this shit. Here we go. Let's see what he got to say.
Pussy, you need to delete all that fucking shit right now. You're making up lies about me, and that picture about my lips is fake, bro. My lips aren't that bad. Yeah, my lips are kind of fucked up. They got some bumps on them, but they ain't as bad as that fake ass picture you be posting.
But if you got bumps on your lips, you got the herp.
Second of all, bro, I ain't in no fucking group home. What the fuck?
What? Who the fuck accused him of being in a group? What? What is it that you're doing that would make people think you live in a fucking group home? Is that why that was that old dude that you pushed down? Do you actually live in a fucking group home? That's fucking hilarious.
Live with my girlfriend, you dumbass. Oh, Chan with Cholo, I just seen your video, bitch. What you bang, homeboy? No fake ass essay, bitch. You a hoe. Make you a bitch in prison. So you got a fucking pussy on your face, bitch. You hiding your jaw with that shit? You think that shit's gonna protect your jaw?
Dude, I just grew this. This shit's new. Chill out. Chill out. We've had this thing for like 90 days. Relax.
A full-blown retard. Yeah, you wouldn't last in none of the prisons I've been to.
I don't want to go to prison. Prison's scary. I can admit that. That's a scary place. I don't want to go there. But I definitely don't believe you and those eyebrows have been there. Damn, you could park a fucking semi in that bitch. What? You guys remember the gap I had? You guys remember? I think he did the same thing. I think he took a razor and just did the straight down the center, and that bitch was too wide.
What's your tattoos about, though? What you bet?
I don't know. They're just tattoos, dude. They're just tattoos.
Hey, you gangbang?
No. No, I don't. I don't know how else to answer that question other than no.
You got all them tattoos? What's that you bang?
I don't.
A hoe, bitch. You ain't gonna do nothing to me. Fuck your video. Fuck you, bitch. Hey, who's that little mama in the background I heard?
That was my wife.
In the beginning of the video, I heard a little bitch in the background. Who that? Tell her to hit me up. I'll show her.
I don't think you're her type. I don't think you're her type.
What a real man is like. Puss.
I don't think real men walk around with underwear on their head pretending it's a do-rag, big dog. Take the energy down. I didn't mean to get you this fired up. I don't know why you're fired up. We just looked at your videos. Who you are. That's all. That's all. No need to be this angry. Relax. Chill the fuck out. What is up with that fucking face? Jesus Christ. Brother, you're going to have an aneurysm. Seriously, relax. Because clearly, I'm taking this very seriously. I'm taking this with the utmost seriousness, if you can't tell.
Ain't gonna do shit. Shove that pipe up your egg, bitch.
Wait, what? What? Wait, what pipe? What did I forgot. What did I say? Did I say I was going to do something with the pipe? I did, didn't I? Did I? I did, didn't I? I didn't understand why he said that. What? I don't remember what I said. I don't remember what I said about a pipe, though. I don't know. I get. I don't know. We're gonna do something with the pipe. I don't remember what I said. I don't know. Was that it? But what is going on with those teeth and those eyebrows? Big dog. I mean, the eyebrows... The eyebrows can be far apart. I can excuse that. You can get a fucked up shave job. I get that. I've done one myself. I know. I get that. But your eyes... They're just... The distance between your eyes kind of makes me think mommy was the life of the party. Maybe. Wild guess. Wild guess. I don't know. But, again, cash demand backup, I guess is a backup account. I'm taking this with the utmost seriousness. The utmost seriousness, and whatever we got going on here, you can relax, just chill out. No need to be this fired up, okay? We can be calm, we can be civil. I'm really curious what exactly I said about that pipe, because you brought that up at the very end for a reason. I really don't. Fuck, I wish I knew what I said. What did I say? I probably got mad. I got mad at you because you made that kid cry and you pushed that old man down. I don't remember what I said with the pipe. I was gonna, I don't know, shove it up your ass or something. I don't know. Regardless of the pipe, why don't you address pushing down? See, now I'm gonna get fucking mad again, get fired up. Why didn't you address with what I said about you pushing down the old man and making the kid cry? That's, I don't know. I don't know. But your eyes, the distance there, bud. It's, I really hope you're doing a character. I don't think you are. I really hope you are. I cannot take this shit serious. I can't. I won't. I refuse to. Look at you. I'm at a loss for words. I don't have jokes dumb enough. Oh, Steve knows who he is. Well, I guess, let's see here. We all know who he is, Cash Demand. You guys know what to do with this channel. I've already put in some work on it this morning. Shouts out to Christopher for providing that. We appreciate you. But just to be clear, I'm taking this, again, with the utmost seriousness. And in regards to that, moving on to Chris Chan, to what we're all here to see. Honestly, I really didn't think that I would ever even be on that guy's radar, or that I would get on his radar that quickly. That's a surprise. But whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. We looked at who you are, big dog. You posted those videos. I don't know. You're the one that did it. You and your group home. Anyways. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, what we're all here for. We're going to bounce on over to Gino Samuel 2.1's channel for episodes of Christory. Today we have episode 55 and 56, 57. Damn. 56, 50. I say it every week. We're just putting down miles of this. We've got... Oh, these videos are almost the same exact length. We've got about 83 minutes of video to go through. So we pretty much are going to be watching an entire movie together today. Before we do that, oh fuck, I'm scared to take a ripper now. I'm going to say before we do that, we should take a ripper, but oh shit. Oh shit. I'm nervous. All right, we'll hit it. I'll hit it. I am nervous though. That last one, whoo, whoo, holy shit, that last one. Oh yeah, oh yeah. What about that? What about those fights on this past weekend? To all the MMA fans out there, did you guys watch it? Ooh, did you guys watch it? Ooh, those fights were fucking good. Oh my god. Volkanovski did exactly what he did in the first fight. And still featherweight king. What was the co-main event? Oh my god, I blanked it. There you go. The Benoit and Dan Hooker. That's right. Beat the dog shit out of Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker's a dog. I'll give him that. He is absolutely a dog, and he's a fighter. He's a fighter. Love to see it. All right, guys. Let's catch our Ripper. Here we go. Let's get it for Volk, Connor. Let's get it for Volk. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Woo. That's a good flavor. That's a good flavor. I don't know that I don't think we've tried that one. That's good. Okay. Where we at? Part 56 from Geno Samuel 2.1 channel. Again, shouts out to that channel. We appreciate you. What else is there to say other than let's get started? Here we go. This is how loud it is. Listen. God.
What made her this?
Hold up. Hold up. At a quick glance. Just at a quick glance, if you just happen to look at your screen real quick and look back away, that kind of looks like if Amber Reed lost like 200 pounds. Like just at a glance, just her greasy hair, and whenever she sits on camera, it's like she somehow manages in a wide angle, she manages to take up like this much of the screen somehow. Just at a glance, kind of looks like her. That's all. Or Shani. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
What made her this way? What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated? This is the story of Christian.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, part 56.
On July 13th, 2017, in response to Planet Dolan creator Ladybot writing on Twitter of her want to spend all her time with her friends, Christine replied that she sent lots of love back at her. Twitter user James R. Landau then replied to them, linking to the YouTube video of Chris pepper spraying the GameStop employee in 2014. Chris left a reply. "You can go fuck off. Quit trolling people with past, outdated BS." The next day, she uploaded a video on YouTube in which she reviews sour candy.
Hello everybody, this is Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again with something really completely different. I present to you, if you ever get to try this or a similar candy, soda with fizzy outer type coating.
This is autistic as fuck.
That makes it fizz like soda in your mouth. Look at the image. If I can get to the camera. Fizzy, fizzy, fizzy. It's good, but for a while, it's quite sour. I warn you. This is a live reaction. This is a live...
What'd she say? What'd Barbara say?
Sour, I warn you. This is a live reaction.
What in the hell?
This is a live reaction. Alright? Don't sour makes me put my fist up at impulse. I'm not going to hit anything. Damn, that's sour. I'll talk to you later.
Ooh.
This was soon followed
Ooh, he's gonna get in trouble. Barb's gonna be mad.
by a new captain's log.
And yes, we'll call this a captain's log. Captain's log, star date 0714-2017. 747. Look, here's a 747 flying overhead. Anyway, now I will remember, my recent post where Roberta does the sonic rainbow. Kaboom! Big boom! But pretty much now is the only page, well, that and a few ahead where I actually added the rainbow. So I'm catching up on all the remaining pages, and about 5 pages to go, and I have to do all the rainbow work first. So you know how hard that is? Because I'm doing it one marker at a time. I've not separated, and that's counting the additional colors: gray for the soles of the shoes, black for the ears and whatnot, skin tone, for everything else that's about Roberta's sideshoe. So I am doing quite a bit of dedicated work coloring rainbows.
Sounds like you're working real hard, Chris. Dedicated rainbows, or coloring rainbows. Look at your arm. Look at your arm. It's like it's just made of skin. Like there's no structure, there's no muscle tone. It's just skin that you like stretched out.
Okay, so anyway, let's just let y'all know what I'm doing right now. And I thank y'all for your patience, and hopefully I'll have these pages uploaded onto my Patreon Sunday or Monday. Y'all have a good, safe day. Thank you.
On July 15th, Christine wrote a reply to a tweet from My Little Pony voice actress Tara Strong that she believed that there existed a dimension of Equestria such as was depicted in the TV show, and thought that there could come a day when people and the ponies could meet. On the 19th, Chris commissioned voice actress and illustrator Doopy Doover $25 to make her a new profile picture of herself. Doopy provided 2 versions, one of Christine with glasses and one without. Chris expressed her adoration for the illustration and used it as the profile avatar for Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon. She also printed it out and hung it on the wall in her room. On July 22nd, Chris went to Twitter to encourage donations of around $50 as her family was in need of financial help. The next day, Chris became Facebook friends with Doopy Doover. It was soon uncovered that the account was likely the creation of a troll pretending to be Doopy, as the account was deactivated shortly after. On August 1st, Doopy wrote that she kept experiencing panic attacks. Chris suggested some medication which had personally helped her. Also on that day, Christine became a patron for 2 more pages: Planet Dolan, which Doopy was a part of, and Kitten Bell, the account Doopy used to create pornographic illustrations. In response to a collage of nude drawings on the page, Chris left her a suggestion. "I enjoy your drawing style, despite the content. I have an idea for the next one, or future one, for your Kitten Bell. Vinyl Scratch and Octavia, humans, being on each other. Maybe they're both sitting up, making out, and fondling/fingering. Put on a jammin' boombox, playing some dubba/cello mix."
Ew. The word fondling? Ew. No thank you.
Later again, Christine wrote a tweet to celebrate National Girlfriend Day and tagged several voice actresses and creators, mostly those involved with My Little Pony or Planet Dolan, which included Doopy. She replied to Chris, simply writing, "You don't know me, Christine." Chris then replied, "Yes, I don't totally know you, but you are a good person, like all I've listed here. Y'all are girls, and at least acquaintances up to friends. And that, to me, counts as much, because I'm thankful to have you all in my life and communication circle. Also, another VI detail, I care, and I wear my heart on my sleeve." Dupi advised her against doing so, to which Chris wrote that she likes to care for others as well as herself, and quoted her favorite pin, which stated, "Caring people make a difference." Dupi told Chris that if she wore her heart on her sleeve, she would set herself up for disappointment. Dupi added further that Chris had made that mistake many times in the past, and that it was unhealthy and worrisome, so she should instead focus on herself. Chris replied that if she focused on herself all the time, then she would not be able to share her kindness and make many friends. Dupi responded by writing that she did not appreciate Chris's use of emojis and pet names, and did not agree with Chris supporting her on Patreon when her mother, Barbara, was sick and needed money. She further wrote that she did not appreciate receiving personal emails on her business account, finding it extremely creepy. She added that she wanted to refund the money as Barbara deserved it. Chris urged her to keep the pledges, as the Chandlers would be financially stable after receiving the payments from her own Patreon page. She wrote that the previous month, her biggest spend was buying a complete printed set of Sonichu comics for her friend from the Pokemon League as a birthday present. Another Twitter user told Dupi Do-Over that Christine would not listen to her reasoning, and said that Chris might let her mother die because she prioritized toys and emotional validation. Chris rejected those claims and blocked and reported the user. A different commenter told the artist that Chris would not give 1 cent to her mother. Chris rebutted, saying she had just bought her mother a lot of groceries. She went to Dupi's business email and sent her a message privately to discuss the matter. "Please, keep the $50. I want to help you a little better. Plus, I did want to get a shirt. I did not realize that was a business part, and I did not intend to come off as creepy. Believe me, I know that feeling from a crazy fan and what else. Plus, I'd learned years ago about what from me came off as creepy, and I tried to avoid those things. Second, this morning, after I awoke more from waking up after 2 a.m., I found Vim's tweet about hashtag National Girlfriend's Day. I realized that while I still have yet to find my sweetheart, I did count y'all on Twitter as up to friends who are girls/women. I also counted my closet friends from Pokemon League, a couple of other gal pals, and one who likes me, but while I like her too, I still have not met her yet. She lives not far from me, so the feeling is not yet totally fulfilled. I was showing my appreciation for my blessing of my growing circle of friends, local and far. I did not mean for it to go crazy like I did. Anyhow, I'm guessing this email is not your business email, but if it is, please correct me. I like talking with you from time to time, but not in anything beyond simple acquaintances to friendship. I am still learning what is okay and what is not okay to do, and taking notes for future and present references. Keep a happy thought, darling. Sent from my iPhone. Stay safe, Christine W. Chandler. Dupi wrote back that while she appreciated Christine's kindness, it had caused her a lot of problems. She intended to refund the pledges and let Chris use the money to buy a shirt from her online store. She added that she could not accept her patronage anymore and would appreciate if Chris did not tweet publicly at her for both of their sakes. On August 2nd, Christine made a video addressing the harassment the two have been receiving on Twitter ever since their public falling out.
Let's crap for a moment, okay? Because you're harassing other people, and it's at my expense.
That shirt is way too fucking tight, Chris. Gross. Look how you're shaped. Jesus Christ. The way... Your body looks so unnatural. Like... What is all... Jesus Christ, Chris, you've destroyed your body.
I do not appreciate that. If you want to harass somebody, about me, talk bad about me, you send that harassment directly to me. No one else. I will not have my friends and allies be disturbed so abruptly every time. So, don't harass this person. Don't harass that person. You wanna talk smack about me? You talk directly to me. Do you understand? And don't ever let me catch you talking about me to anyone else on anyone else's timelines, comment sections, Twitter, or wherever. That's outside of your own goddamn forum, you trolls. Don't ever let me catch you bad-mouthing me to anyone, harassing them at my expense.
Can you and your forehead back the fuck up?
Do you understand me? You better damn well understand me.
That sounds exactly like something that Robert would have said to him as a kid. Do you damn well understand me? Do you understand me? When he gets mad at Chris or something, and I feel like everything Chris says is just a repeat of Bob and Barb and shit they've said to him over the years.
She simultaneously went to Twitter to launch and promote the hashtag #HarassQuickDirectly, hoping to draw the ire of trolls to herself instead of Doopy Do-Over. She also reiterated the proper use of feminine pronouns when trolls referred to her. She accompanied her posts with drawings of Planet Dolan characters, all angrily declaring #Don'tHarassMe, with only Christine and 2 iconographs of eyes within hearts, stating #HarassQuick.
If anybody out there is a fan of Planet Dolan, I'm sorry for the nightmares that you're seeing. Oh my god, Chris. Can you imagine seeing this shit, like, actually in your nightmares? Like, if just any one of these characters was just walking at you? Fucking terrifying.
Quick directly. Chris's drawn avatar had the hearted eye planted on her forehead, while all the Planet Dolan characters wore armbands displaying the eye symbol. She encouraged people who did not like seeing other people harassed at their expense to use
That sounds cult-like almost.
the illustration of the purple eye and heart as their Twitter profile picture. Soon after, Chris explained the meaning behind the symbol in a Patreon post. The icon is a combination of wearing one's heart on their sleeve and the ability to see the injustice of those who harass other people at one person's expense, and because we are linked together by having seen such injustice done to someone or another we care about. We will not let the trolls, bullies, and haters get away with harassing others at our expense. It was also at around that time that users of the Kiwi Farms noticed that Chris was no longer a patron of any of the Patreon accounts run by or associated with Doopy Do-Over. Kristen changed back all the profile pictures of her social media accounts which had used Doopy's illustration, reverting back to the previous pictures used.
Hold up. You guys need to see that. Let me get out of the way. Chris, you are so fucking fat. Oh my, like, you're fat and so oddly shaped. Like, I said, just made of skin. It's weird.
On August 3rd, My Little Pony voice actress Tabitha St. Germain, who was one of the people Chris had tagged in her National Girlfriend's Day tweet, replied to it, stating that she did not read the other replies she was tagged in and would block anyone participating in group slagging off. Christine apologized to her, taking the blame for causing everyone being harassed because of her. She made a string of tweets explaining the reasoning why she made the initial tweet and hoped that people did not think of her less because of her mistake. Tabitha added that if Chris was having a fight on Twitter with someone, she should untag those parties not involved. Chris replied that she would, calling the voice actress darling. Her reply drew the ire of several Christian followers on Twitter, writing to her that she still failed to learn her lesson about calling strangers by endearing pet names and getting too close to them. Chris replied to each one of them with insults, using the slurs uncouth and cad several times, likely inspired by the manner of speaking of Saint Germain's My Little Pony character, Rarity. Chris then moved on to a tweet from voice actress Tara Strong.
There's a character in My Little Pony named Rarity? Amber's cat was named Rarity. The one that went missing last year was named Rarity. Is that what she named it after? I was just curious. Huh. I had never heard the name Rarity outside of the name of Amber Reed's cat. I'd never heard the name Rarity till just right now.
Strong, making reference to actress Melissa Joan Hart, with whom she would be working. Chris expressed her surprise at the two working together, commenting that she liked Melissa. Meanwhile, Chris continued to reply to tweets insulting or making fun of her with quips and insults directed back at the trolls. On August 4th, Christine wrote an update on Patreon regarding uploads of new Sonichu pages. My most sincere apologies, everyone, but with the recent stresses of some people harassing people I liked, not harassing them, just a few thoughtful tweets now and then, towards a genuine friendship. I was never expecting sex, you uncouth twats who ruin nearly everything. I got distracted drawing the icon set for the friends/family of one who was most affected with the trolls' harassment at my expense. Again, you got something to say against me, you tell it only to me and nobody else outside of your private forums. Definitely nowhere else on Twitter other than directly to me, Miss Christine Weston Chandler. I am she, and I like men as I like heavy metal music. I do not like heavy metal music. Hardly a real beat or tune, and the lyrics are incoherent. Sigh. One of her patrons wrote that she had a pattern of violating the personal space of women, and that she should admit that the way Dupi acted towards her was not solely caused by troll actions. Christine replied that she knew that, adding that she had learned from her past errors and mistakes, and that she did not violate women's personal space. She felt that Dupi liked her kindness while she was recovering from the harassment from all the trolls and bullies, who, according to her, ruined nearly everything. On the 5th, Karen Riley, notable member of the Kiwi Farms, who had interacted with Chris in the past, wrote on Twitter that Dupi was not her friend as she had specifically said. Chris disagreed, stating that they were not close yet, and that the phrase, "I am not your friend," was never written by Dupi. Dupi Do-Over herself then came to reply to Chris. I can't believe I had to unblock you to tell you this. I'm not your friend. I'm not ever interested in being your friend. Leave me alone. You were specifically a customer to me, and you took it too far. You creeped me out. Now please don't talk to or about me ever again. Afterwards, Chris sent a direct message to Karen Riley, telling her that Karen was no angel herself, and that she should go back to the forums. Chris then blocked her on Twitter.
Damn, Chris.
At around that time, Christine shared a profile picture that someone on Twitter allegedly made of her custom My Little Pony persona, Nightstar. This new user, who also used the handle @Nightstar2891, then proceeded to follow many accounts of My Little Pony voice actors and Planet Dolan creators, including Dupi Do-Over. The user would also defend Chris in Twitter replies. Many observers suspected that it was an alternate account created by Christine to defend herself in public tweets and to follow the people who had blocked her originally.
I look over in chat when I see your brain tells your balls to make the pee. Exactly.
Original account. On August 6th, Dupi created
Just out here spreading knowledge, baby.
an account on Kiwi Farms and began leaking private emails she received from Christine regarding sending her character descriptions as reference for her commission and her apology for tagging Dupi in the original National Girlfriend's Day tweet. Doopy also revealed an email Chris wrote in response to watching her video about things she didn't understand, writing that she believed in alternate dimensions, where the characters they created continued to live their lives after their published stories are concluded. She added that she was also developing psychic powers through the listening of binaural beats, and could bend paper with her mind waves, hoping to only strengthen her powers through daily practice so that she could use them for good, such as levitating herself to fly. Also on that day, Chris switched back to using Doopy's illustration as her profile picture. Suspecting that the Nightstar Twitter account belonged to Chris, Kiwi Farms moderator and Quickie administrator Marvin direct messaged Nightstar on Twitter, pretending to be an observer of Chris Chan, stating that since they shared so many distinct writing quirks with Chris, that it was statistically impossible that they were different people. Nightstar confided that she was not Chris, and was in fact a Miss ES, and could possibly explain the similarities of writing style because both she and Christine were well-read and eloquent. Miss ES further wrote that she grew up in Richmond, Virginia, and graduated with a degree in psychological arts from the University of Virginia, and currently worked at several—
The hell are psychological arts? I knew psychology. I didn't know there was other stuff you could do with, like, I don't understand that one. I don't get how you paint with your psychology. I don't get that.
McDonald's in the area.
Just goes to show how fucking stupid I am. But psychology arts. Genuinely not a clue what that is.
On occasion, she conversed with Christine at McDonald's and found her to be a very kind and understanding person. Nightstar was so hurt that so many people misunderstood her intentions after the National Girlfriend's Day tweet.
I'm still laughing about your brain telling your balls to make the B.
Miss ES wrote that she was into examining the mental state of others from what they drew, created, and the media they consumed. She felt that Marvin's persona was racially conscious and a little religious based on the media he shared on Twitter, and that he was as old-fashioned as Donald Trump. Marvin felt that if it were Chris behind the account, they could have been receiving help, on the count of Nightstar using unusual terminology, like racially conscious. On August 7th, the Nightstar account messaged back Marvin's account with screen caps of Nightstar's messages with Christine's account. Chris told the alleged Miss ES to not talk with the trolls, but did not control her, and would not judge her on her bad actions, but her good deeds, like she did with Doopy. Chris elaborated to Nightstar on why Doopy felt uncomfortable with Chris, sharing screen caps of the posts Doopy wrote on Kiwi Farms. As an aside, on August 1st at 3 AM, Chris wanted to pledge $50 per month to her half-brother Cole Smithy's Patreon account, only to find that he had blocked her from contributing. Then she went to Doopy Do-Over's Patreon to try and raise her pledge amount from $25 to $50 for the month, but saw that her $25 pledge for August had already been collected and was unable to raise it. She then sent an extra $25 directly to Doopy, writing that by doing so, she could receive the benefits of the $50 tier. In reference to Doopy discussing the backlash she would be getting, Chris wrote that the artist found the backlash of being friends with Christine worse than being associated with the so-called damn uncouth trolling stupids. She wrote that she would have continued to be kind to Doopy as a friend, since she knew that Doopy had a boyfriend, because she had matured mentally and emotionally, and unlike the trolls claimed, Chris never expected sex. Upon researching the Twitter account's claims, members of the Kiwi Farms saw that the top bars of the mobile screenshots provided by both Christine and Nightstar contained mobile carrier information and other active utilities that matched, and that both Twitter accounts were registered to phone numbers with matching final 2 digits. Also, when attempting to change the password of the Nightstar account, a confirmation email would be sent to an email address that was for the most part censored to those attempting to hack it. However, from the few characters that were shown, it was almost certainly confirmed to match a little-known email address found in a leaked email Chris had written to a gal pal in 2014, volcanoinsuranceidiot@yahoo.com. Furthermore, the handle Nightstar2891 contained Chris's year of birth, backwards. Publicly, when asked, the Nightstar account denied that it was Christine. After persistent pestering, Chris herself then chimed in to state publicly that she was not Nightstar2891. On August 8th, Chris posted a photo of her cat Lucy to commemorate International Cat Day. To dispel rumors, she then added that her other cat, Sorbet, was still alive and well. Soon after, she posted a photo of Sorbet sitting on her bed. The next day, Chris claimed that an Emily, who was allegedly responsible for the Nightstar Twitter account, saw her at McDonald's that morning and came a runnin' because she was scared off from all the trollsome allegations that her Twitter account was run by Christine. Chris blamed the trolls for ruining nearly everything. In the meantime, Chris watched YouTube videos in an attempt to learn how to communicate with the dead, predict the future, and levitate. On August 11th, Chris wrote, "I'm sleepy as fuck, but falling asleep, I'm out of luck. Root de doot. On that same day, in response to a Patreon comment criticizing Chris Chan Sonichu for having two quote-unquote tumors on his chest, Chris tweeted, "Take that batch of hay and put them in some apples. Eat your candles, dumbasses. My breasts are real. I am woman. Never tell me otherwise, haters. Here's a good thought. Cyberbullies are the tumors of humanity and the world. They should cut themselves out. I do not have tumors, dummies." Also on August 11th.
Chris, you really come across as a bit of an asshole on the internet. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Chris arrived at the Baltimore Convention Center in Baltimore, Maryland for her 3-day stay.
Jesus Christ. I feel like there's at least a 60% chance that that forehead spike has been up his ass.
At BronyCon, a convention focused on the My Little Pony franchise. According to Kiwi Farms user Love You Long Time, the troll behind the Kim Wilson persona notified forum readers that Christine drove herself to Baltimore and was staying at a hotel with supposed lady friends. A Facebook friend wrote that she would be ready to assist Chris's mother Barbara if need be. Among the possessions which she brought with her were original copies of the Sonichu comics, snacks, and My Little Pony figurines. Many photographs of her were posted on Twitter and Facebook, mingling with other attendees, while prominently wearing pink feline ears and a strap-on unicorn horn. On the first day, Chris met Kathy Wesseluck, a voice actress from the TV show, and posed for an autograph with her, with Kathy holding up a copy of Sonichu Issue 0, which she had autographed.
That poor lady. She's gonna have to go take a whole shower now after letting Chris get that close. God damn, look how big his forehead is. Holy shit, dude. Look at this fucking thing. Oh my god, Chris, that's a helmet, dude. That's a helmet. That's not a head, that's a helmet. That's not fair. Like, if you were, like, doing something and you accidentally, like, clanked heads with somebody, you would straight knock them out. That's a crazy amount of cranium that you got going on up there.
According to Claire Porter, a follower of Chris Chan whom she met at the convention, Chris talked to Kathy for close to 25 minutes, discussing topics involving Sonichu and Quickville. Claire added that the voice actress showed Chris friendship and support, albeit treating her like a child. On the second day, she attended a panel discussion titled "Keeping Friendship Magic, the Odd Pony Out." Afterwards, when asked for an autograph, Chris signed a piece of paper which purportedly stated that she relinquished her soul to the individual who asked for an autograph. The person who got it also covertly recorded audio of Christine's conversation with himself and another attendee, discussing some recent pages from her comics.
And I'm on Patreon too, later pages.
Okay.
But I've been watching Shelter Roberta's Sonic.
The Rain Boom. You know we love a good Sonic Rain Boom.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. It was nice to meet you.
Hey,
I hope you have a
believe
great
in everybody
day.
and believes in you and believe in yourself. You'll be able to make your own Sonic Rainbow.
Yeah. All right. Okay, well, let's go with Miss Dana.
Excuse me,
Okay?
Christine?
Yes.
Oh, it's lovely to meet you. I heard you'd be here, but I didn't know I'd meet anyone. I was wondering, it's not too much trouble. Could oh, I'd love a selfie. But if I could get an autograph, I'd love that too.
Okay, I'll give you an autograph with my own pen.
Oh, you have your own?
Well, I don't mind.
Another convention goer reported on their encounter with her on the My Little Pony forum on the image board site 4chan. I played poker against her in the tournament and she got really fucking mad when I accidentally called her him. I never cared to call someone by their shitty preferred gender, but fuck you got to give me some time to figure out what you fucking want to be called. It was a paired tournament, so we didn't have a choice who we played. And she can't play worth a shit, but she did manage to build off of idiots. She lost it all chasing though. I met her again at the gala, and she's been glaring at me. Lol. Another person more knowledgeable of her recounted their experience with meeting Chris. I found Chris-chan at a panel and gained his trust. I asked him if his Sonichu medallion was authentic, and he said, "I am the she that used to be that he that," and then quickly showed me the first edition of Sonichu. Then he shook my hand for some reason. Chris then met Kelly Sheridan, voice actress for the character Starlight Glimmer, who signed one of Chris's illustrations and took a photo with her, holding up a figure of the character she voiced, while Chris held up her customized figurine.
God damn, again, look at that fucking 5-head. Jiminy Christmas. If you look at the top right here, like right where that horn stops, like if you take that horn, that's probably about the size of the horn, and you put it right about there, center of my forehead, see the top of the horn, it's almost at my, that's probably my big ass fingers. It would probably be right about here. Leave me about another 1.5 inches of forehead before my head hurts. My head's, excuse me, the top of my nugget. With Chris, there's like 4 inches up there. There's like 4 inches from the top of that butt plug. Holy shit.
Made to look like herself. Chris was then spotted at Bronypalooza, a My Little Pony.
Do you have a tail?
To look like herself. Chris was then spotted.
That's a tail. That's a tail, right? Yeah, that's a tail, but it doesn't, but you're not in a costume. Strange attire choice.
Spotted at Bronypalooza, a My Little Pony themed concert. She then made her way to the.
Wait a minute.
At Bronypalooza, a My Little Pony themed concert.
This dude. Is he in awe that he's seeing Chris Chan in person in real life? Or is he looking past Chris Chan? It's hard to... I think he might be looking past... What is he looking... Whatever he's looking at has his full attention. I don't know what it is.
She then made her way to the Grand Galloping Gala, a formal dance party.
The Grand Galloping Gala? I don't know what this is.
She was filmed conversing with some of the other convention attendees and posing for photos. After failing to find a dance partner, Chris then began seemingly dancing with an imaginary person, later claiming that she was dancing with her original character, Magi-chan Sonichu. She was also photographed sitting by herself, supposedly talking and reaching out to Magi-chan next to her.
You do this shit out in public, Chris? It is absolutely no wonder you people think you are so fucking just crazy. Chris, because this is crazy. These are insane activities that you're doing. With an imaginary friend, you're 40 years old. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. After
the event concluded, Chris went back to her car to drive back to the hotel for the night. However, the parking lot where she parked had closed at midnight and she was unable to enter. She resorted to using the ride-hailing service, Uber, to help her get back to her hotel. On the third and final day, Christine apparently shared a ride with other convention goers from the hotel to make their way back to BronyCon.
Chris is looking especially fat. Also, I got a comment. These dudes are all going there too? Is that why this dude is dressed up with this goofy butt fucking hat right here? Is this what they do? Do they go play pretend? What do these guys do? What do they do when they go to the convention? What are they doing if they're dressed up like what's the point? What are they doing? Is it like the cosplay? 'Cause I know what cosplaying is when people wear costumes and stuff, and they're usually super elaborate and they can make them, and I get that. Is that what these guys are doing? If they're all going to Brony? Interesting.
She then attended a fan comic panel. A 4chan user posted a selfie he took with her and wrote of Chris's behavior. He's in the fan project panel now. He spent 3 minutes complaining about his trolls and how autistic he is, and he turned away the microphone so no one can hear what he's saying. Another unknown user elaborated on Chris's time at the panel. It was at the fan project panel, and he even asked a question and rambled on about how he had comics and fandom, though never explicitly stating it was Sonichu. He even said the high-functioning autistic line. He also mentioned being trolled, not having many friends, and all that.
No
and honestly
way.
felt kinda bad for him, though most of the shit he has gotten over the years was his own self-inflicted stupidity, so can't feel too bad for him. But yeah, that's been the weirdest thing at this convention by a long shot. Like, at most 5 to 10% of the thousands people I've seen and heard were weird or cringy, but nearly everyone here is either normal or just standard nerds. But seeing and hearing Chris Chan, dear God, that was hard to deal with.
Fuck, dude, I bet that car would smell like fear and jizz. Ugh. You know, whenever I hear that line, high-functioning autistic, I don't remember where I saw it. Oh, it was a Chris video. It was somebody analyzing Chris and the things he said. In fact, it might have been Rogue Internet Man. Wasn't? I don't remember, but it might have been Rogue Internet. But point is, the line or the requirement to be high functioning, Chris wouldn't make the requirements to be low functioning. But no, he's not. He's not high functioning shit.
Afterwards, she went to another
He's barely functioning. He's barely functional.
panel featuring voice actors from the cartoon series and managed to ask them a question.
Hello. But yeah, let me talk. Y'all did answer part of my question. Starting with, I like kites from that episode of My Little Pony. I did see ad-lib and impulsive, so obviously you do get opportunities to play. What ideal ad-lib would you like to contribute eventually in any show, including My Little Pony? And which ones have you done so far are your personal favorite? Not counting I like kites.
Is that a question for all of us?
My back would be on fire red from the fucking embarrassment of doing that. That's no hate. If you want to do conventions or cosplay, whatever, I don't care. The brony shit, that's a little weird. That's a little weird. I'm never going to understand that one. I'm just not. I don't get it. Maybe it's fine. I don't know, but it just seems odd to me. It seems like a show designed for small children. I don't know. But I mean, I guess Pokemon are too. I mean, Pokemon is a kid's show, and it's supposed to be a kid's game, but adults fucking stole that and ruined it for kids. So you know what? Now I guess it makes total sense that it would be adults that are flocking over the My Little Pony show. It makes perfect sense. Adults fucking ruin everything.
At the end of the day, she made a short tweet writing that she was on her way back home, allegedly riding alongside Magi-chan.
Holy shit. We gotta see all those. Okay. Underneath me, we've got Brown Love, Atlas Comics, SPCA, what is that, State Farm, Girls Kick Ass. Is that for equal skateboards? Would that be appropriate for the time? No. Equal skateboards weren't around then. I don't know. I don't know what WTJU? SU? I think that's a U. I don't know what that means. The end games, and of course your license plate says Sonichu. Of course it does.
And when she got back, she wrote a Facebook post thanking everyone who attended the convention for all the love and kindness they showed for her, making it possible for her to shine as the actual kind and open-hearted person that she was. She stated that her time in BronyCon was the most love she had ever felt in her life. On August 14th, she made a captain's log for YouTube, addressing the convention while still wearing her cat ears and unicorn horn.
Captain's log. Stardate 08.
Is it that bad, Cirque? Gore, porn, knots. Really? That seems fucking weird. I guess I'm surface level with that too, but I knew there's adults that are obsessed with that. I didn't know they... I guess I shouldn't be surprised that they take it to the extremes of pornography and gore and Nazis. I guess I shouldn't be surprised at that.
1420
Pony dot. All right, I will.
17. So last weekend, BronyCon, awesome, totally awesome. I had an awesome time. I met so many kind people. I found so much positivity and love. I made new friends and acquaintances in higher places. I've attended some panels and I've learned a lot too. I have so many new lovely memories and ideas. I am so inspired. So here's a little twilight from the future. It does a little bit about the future for Sonichu and me and everything. First off, book 13, or as I'm going to call it, book 12-9. which will round up to 13 because I don't like using 13. It's an unlucky number, at least to me. And yes, superstitious. Oh, future character reference says, I came back from the future in number 10. Came back from the future. She comes back from the future. It works. Anyway, so first off, book 12-9. I never wanted the 13th book, the book 13, to have newer character new, and that happened. Oh well. Zoop. It's alright. We'll put the eye patch back on and fix it up. And originally the idea would have been the plant doing crossover. Wow, actually in the Quickville universe, this has actually happened. But because due to difficulties with the most heartfelt tweet that I did recently that backfired on me, my heart was really into that. My heart has always been in the right place. Try to understand that, everybody. Okay? My brain's a little slow right now. I have so many ideas and everything. So much good news, positivity. Fluffy. Boop boop. Don't follow me. Boop. Up. There you go. That is an awesome pill by itself in that size, by the way. She's so fluffy and cuddly. You don't need a jumbo fluffle. You got this one. The right size.
Would anybody be surprised if like right in the middle of this video, we saw FBI bust in and arrest Chris, and you find out there's body parts down in the basement or something. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we find out there was body parts in the basement. This is fucking crazy shit to watch. He is a grown 40-year-old human being. This is fucking crazy.
Okay, that's another big announcement. I'll do a panel, maybe at next year's BronyCon, maybe at another certain Charlottesville convention that's coming up, and then I'll lose my train of thought again. Just bear with me. I'll find it. I'll get back on the rails. What do you think is the next announcement, Fluff?
Are you just sitting here trying to get... You lost your train of thought and you're just trying to find it? Rather than continuing and just moving on?
Oh. Really? Come on. You know better than that. You know better than that. Main event knows better than that. That's it. It's nine, it's nine. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. No script. This is good. There you go. I'm not looking at my spider. Go ahead and laugh. And go ahead and laugh at that. My dogs are barking at something that's outside. Possibly, likely, nothing. I have to put up with it. It's my family. And here comes my mother with a thought that she's interrupting this live streaming video. So she's gonna have to wait a moment. Anyway. I think that's all.
What a rude little shit.
The announcements and everything and my thoughts and it's all good. I love everybody. I do, from the bottom of my heart. A lot of you have been able to see that I finally was able to present that personally to a lot of friends and people that I was able to make. It was...
What did Barbara say? I heard her say something to the dog when the dog barked. What'd she say? What'd she say?
Friends and people that I was able to make. It was just awesome! It felt so good. I'm gonna carry this with me forever. And I'm not gonna just be like, oh, yes, you're gonna be kind to me. I am thankful for your kindness. Now go get me some coffee. That's not me. That's not me. Okay? I have emotionally and mentally, heartfelt, soul-felt, matured and grown. I'm thankful and blessed to have been able to show that over the past weekend to a whole lot of people. Touch me. I get to touch them and make them smile.
Why'd you phrase it like that? They get to touch me, I get to touch them, and make them smile. They're gonna make me smile. Notice how it just, he was talking, and then it just, when he got to he's like, he's talking, and then they could touch me, and I'm gonna touch them. We're gonna make each other smile. Yeah, we're gonna touch. No, thank you.
We made each other smile.
I don't want to make each other smile.
It was a great thing. Anyway, that's it for this live stream. Look forward to the next one, which hopefully will be Q&A laptop. Christine Chandler, Sanchin Rochu, City of Quickville. Had a fantastic BronyCon weekend. I look forward to seeing y'all again, or talk to y'all sooner. See y'all next year. Love it. Have a great, safe, blessed day. And stay well. Stay good.
Me love.
Stay heartfelt positive.
On August 15th, the Twitter account Nightstar2891 posted a handwritten letter from Chris. Dearest people, confession time. Originally intended for laying low.
Have you guys ever tried to write a letter on unlined paper like Chris did here? Like, have you ever actually tried to write it and like write straight lines across? It's so fucking hard. Mine always go like this. Like instantly, it just every time. Looks so dumb.
And to keep a distant bond, still, on a few hurt individuals I like and cared about, after that one tweet wonder mess. This Twitter account, @Nightstar2891, is me, Christine Chandler. Again, that...
A fun fact, Dudester is correct. Touching tips and docking are two different things. They are, in fact, two different things.
mentioned tweet was truly with my heart in the right place, to share appreciation for and of the women I've been able to make contact and acquaintance with. Then some other people took wrongful attack upon them at my expense. I felt terrible about that. 2 of them blocked me, but Hater informed in that. I pray they will unblock and open up to me again soon. This also is reflected in MLP Season 7, episode Fame and Misfortune. The main 6, or 5 of them, were not used to being criticized overly by fan ponies, as well as misread and misunderstood. I, too, felt all this as early 2007. I'm popular, and I don't like it, said Applejack, and how Rarity overreacted. Fluttershy having to explain herself repeatedly. All that was me, and it took a long time to adjust and become resistant to the hate. I am in control of how these various reactions to my Sonichu and self content make me feel and react. I try to not let the critics get to me anymore, and everyone affected by the misunderstood tweet of mine. You all have control to not let the haters and trolls affect you at all. 2. This Nightstar Twitter was a Lalo alternative for me after that fiasco. I was not originally going to tweet from it. Then one of the trolls contacted me. I was tempted to troll the trolls now. Dumb, me. Pfft. But the trolls, on their forum, have admitted to being well confused with my character's creation of this Richmond gal with a UVA degree working around and around. I can be quite the actress, even in simulating other fonts from other people. Regardless, lying all that was wrong of me, and I am sorry for lying in this. And, as I was finally able to share at BronyCon with a lot of people, I am, by default, a kind, understanding, compassionate, heart in the right place person and individual, and I enjoy sharing genuine, pleasant smiles, moments, and memories with others, and my heart is open. I would delight in all of us putting this Twitter mishap set behind us and moving on towards being better people. Thank you, sincerely, and with all my heart with love. I'm sorry. Miss Christine W. Chandler. BronyCon made Christine feel loved and accepted due to the nature of the attendees generally maintaining an air of acceptance and kindness, though often it was merely face value courtesy. Riding high on waves of happiness, Christine would soon be met with dark clouds once again.
Chris is looking like a straight up shitbag. God. We got through that first one, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, because we're not done. We're only halfway through. I like that we covered 2 episodes at a time. I like this. Let's get it whipped up here. And let's pull our timer. Right there. Folks, excuse me for one moment. I will be right back, and then we'll take our Ripper break. Okie dokie. Ladies and gentlemen. Stop doing that. Okay. Where's it at? Where's it at? There it is. There it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't we go ahead and get ourselves a Ripper? You guys know what time it is. Let's catch ourselves a Ripper, and then we will jump on into our next episode. Jump on into the part. What part is this? We'll jump into part 57. Here we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here we go. Now, again, shouts out to Gino Samuel 2.1. We all know this. We all know he's the one providing this 85-part series for us. So let's tear into it. Here we go. All right. Let's get learnt. Let's get learnt.
During the middle of August 2017, Christine wrote many tweets on the social media site Twitter, mentioning and referencing the animated series My Little Pony and its voice actors, still expressing joy and love for all in the aftermath of her attendance at the BronyCon convention. On the 16th, in response to a tweet concerning voice actress Tabitha St. Germain blocking Chris on the site, St. Germain replied that she blocked Chris not because of her, but because of the cloud of trolls which followed her, calling the practice parasitic behavior. In response, Christine, using her Nightstar2891 account, replied to Tabitha via a long string of tweets, saying that after being trolled for years, she learned to not take their words to heart and keep them out of her mind. She added that at BronyCon, she was allowed to express herself with kindness and managed to receive some advice regarding the trolls from the voice actresses she met. She revealed that coming out as the lesbian trans woman resulted in her being kind to herself more and had learned to be unfazed by the trolls. Chris wrote that she wouldn't ask Tabitha to unblock her main account, but would like to have the opportunity to connect every now and then, with a chance to perhaps earn her trust as a friend. Tabitha St. Germain soon also blocked Chris's Nightstar account. On August 18th, Christine wrote on Patreon that new printed Sonichu comic books meant to be delivered to her paying patrons had arrived at her house, but she was unable to ship them yet since funds were low because she had gone to BronyCon. She informed her supporters that it could take around 2 weeks for the comics to be sent.
So the books are done, you've been paid for them, and because you're bad at budgeting and you overspent and went to your convention, now the people who have paid for these stupid comic books have to wait an extra 2 weeks until you can afford the shipping? Wow.
The next day, she became a patron for My Little Pony voice actress Michelle Kreber. At this point, it was around a week since the Unite the Right rally was held in Charlottesville, a gathering of white supremacists and neo-Nazis. Possibly on August 20th, Chris attended a church service while still wearing her pony ears and unicorn horn from her time at BronyCon. Her outfit apparently upset some parishioners, and after she came back home, she wrote a letter aimed at Kathy Weseluck, voice actress from My Little Pony, whom she met at the convention. Chris took a picture of the letter and posted it on Twitter, mentioning the voice actress and asking for her advice regarding the church incident. I've had a day that started out happy and delightful. I felt like donning my pony ears and unicorn horn and tail to my church today. I've made a lot of people smile, and it was as normal as could be, with my sharing the joys from BronyCon 2017. Then later, during a Bible verse reading, my church friend suddenly burst out in tears. I felt along with her, the hate bout in Charlottesville, Virginia last weekend. Then, my pastoral consoler, who was part of the choir this week, hands me a note. Please remove your headgear. It's reminding us of Nazis, specifically the not Nazi jesters who mocked the haters. I felt utter shock. I removed my headgear and I tensed up, fanning myself with the program as I was feeling hot. I ended up closing myself and breaking out in tears myself, being forced to remove what made me and most other people smile, feeling like not being able to calm a post-about-it crowd. The empathy for my friend and not being able to make her smile just about killed my mood. I sat there, fanning myself with my right, gripping the bench with my left, and paralyzed. I stayed a while longer. Then I left during the collection with the plates. I took a rest and some Valium after I got back home. I feel some recovered, but feel some mild headache now. Have y'all ever heard such a thing? Pony ears and unicorn horn being reminiscent of an anti-Nazi jester? I've never, and I meant no harm. What are your thoughts, Kathy? Thank you for listening. Christine W. Chandler. Kathy Weseluck failed to respond. On August 21st, Christine uploaded 2 videos on YouTube of her view of the solar eclipse, which was witnessed across the United States.
Hello everyone on the internet, this is Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again. Right outside, waiting for the solar eclipse. I look up at it, at the sun through my special glasses I got with the little guidebook. It looks like a crescent. It's a crescent sun. Like it's grinning down on us. And as you can see from the noise making, that's my dear boy, Chorpe. Hello. He's alive and well. Okay. Yeah.
What's wrong with that? Cats don't... That's not what cats are supposed to sound like, in my experience. Right? Please don't let that sound stupid. That sounds like that cat has been hurt, or sick, or something, right? That doesn't sound like a cat. Listen, listen.
He's alive and well. Okay. Yeah. He's a baby boy being silly.
It sounds like its throat's been on fire. So I don't know. I feel bad for those poor animals. Huge breathing problems. Okay, there you go.
Anyway, I'll record a second video closer to when the eclipse actually happens. So stay tuned. Thank you.
That poor cat.
We are approaching so much closer to the eclipse over here.
And you're still just looking at the sun. Smart.
Live above our heads. It is smiling down upon us, the sun. I'd say just like in all Equestria, Celestia, smiling down while Luna's covering her. Eventually, at one point, in a few minutes, it's gonna become total blackness out here, and you'll be already able to see my face, my head. But when the eclipse happens, I'm gonna do something very special. I'm sure a lot of people are probably gonna do it as well. But it's like, total eclipse of the heart. Just art in motion. Art and poetry. And for everyone, after it's happened, they get to watch me enjoy this as well.
I pray that everyone gets to watch me enjoy this.
Because I know I'm recording this, I'm not streaming from my phone. You know why? Because somebody might call me and interrupt the streaming. We don't want that. Now do we? We do not.
Yeah, there's no way around that. There's no way around that, yeah.
Oh! But look at that though. Through that dark cloud, you can see the grin without needing glasses. That's a moment in perfection right there. What are you doing driving? The eclipse is happening. There's a passing by vehicle right now. Oops. Yeah, I think I'm feeling a little throw off as the curve was to my left. Now it's to my right. Can you see it? Hi, Mom. Just a moment. Yeah. I think... Yeah, the book did say we were getting a partial eclipse, and I think that's all we were having. Oh well. At least in this neck of the woods, we had a constant smile down upon us from the sun. But Christine Chandler coming to you live from home. Y'all have a great, safe day.
In response to comments of concern for Sorbet's health condition, Chris wrote on Twitter that the vet informed her that the cat's breathing problem was permanent. Later that day, Chris handwrote a letter from My Little Pony voice actress Kelly Sheridan and tagged her in a tweet which featured a photo of it. In the letter, Chris wrote that in response to what the voice actress had said in the Changing Your Mark panel, artists like them could offer creative and thoughtful feedback in their abilities and expand their repertoire of skills. Chris herself had taken up basic cooking skills, as learning new skills can help keep the mind more active and able during the aging process. She also had binge-watched a lot of cartoons and anime in her lifetime, a trait purportedly held in common by both her and Kelly. She closed the letter with an account describing the naming process behind one of the Pokemon she had in the game Pokemon Ruby or Sapphire. On August 23rd, Chris tweeted 2 photos of her miniature figurine of My Little Pony character Spike the Dragon, seemingly reading an equally miniature copy of Sonichu issue 0, with the front cover redesigned to replace Christian with Nightstar. On August 24th, Christine wrote on Facebook that she had allegedly overheard a conversation between her pony character Nightstar and My Little Pony's Lyra Heartstrings, positing the origin of how she got her cutie mark of a lyre on her hind, possibly by ascending into the heavens and meeting their god character, then descended back to the land of Equestria and learned of the magic to walk on clouds and the anthropology. The next day, Chris posted the cover image of the upcoming comic book Sonichu issue 12-9 on Patreon, which would star her custom pony character Nightstar, and would for the time being be considered as My Little Pony fanfiction, with hopes of it becoming canon to the official storyline. Chris elaborated on the comic's concept in the description. Introducing Nightstar of Equestria, a unique unicorn with the ability to open dimension portals to view into and visit other dimensions and worlds. She can view our internet and YouTube videos through one, like an instant PC monitor. She also has all psychic powers possible, and as an artist herself, and linked to myself, Christine Chandler, mentally and visually through a portal. She draws and writes the Sonichu comic book series in Equestria. Replace me with her. Transformation to Christian Sonichu still the same, and all humans with ponies and horses. Nightstar may be considered overpowered, but she still has her flaws, not autism or Asperger's, period, and she uses her powers for good. Look forward to her life story, shortened, plus a day in Ponyville and around in the next Sonichu after completing number 12. Thank you for your loyalty and patience. I am a proud Pegasister in the Brony Herd community.
Right quick, Big Gravy has been a member for 2 months. I appreciate you, Big Gravy. I saw that, wanted to acknowledge it.
On August 25th, Lady of the Cosmo, illustrator and close friend of several members of the Planet Dolan YouTube conglomerate, tweeted that she was tired from working hard and wished her followers a good night. Christine replied with, "Rest comfy and easy, dear." In response, Lady of the Cosmo strongly wrote that she was not Chris's dear, nor was anyone else from Planet Dolan. Chris apologized and stated that she meant the term neutrally, soon adding that the actress, Tallulah Bankhead, most famous.
I have friends that are dudes. I have friends that are females. Yes. Most of those females are married to my dude friends, but I don't call any of the females that I associate with regularly dear or darling or anything other than their names. That's extremely inappropriate, Chris. It makes people feel really uncomfortable, especially when you don't fucking know them. You need to know people to give them pet names and spend time with them to develop nicknames and shit. That's when you just walk up to somebody like, "What's up, baby? How you doing?" It's a no-go. That's a no-go.
Famous during the 1930s and 40s, would be offended by the artist's objection to the term's neutral usage. Chris later came back to the conversation to post a newly created drawing and letter addressing Lady of the Cosmo. Open letter. Something that grinds my gears is how people are not accepting of the neutral terms of darling or dear. I use one or the other as a neutral addressing in lieu of the various online nicknames or actual names in general when that detail is unknown or when the other person is too distant to trust me yet on addressing them by their name. I swear, if Tallulah Bankhead were alive today, she would never put up with such disrespectful responses. That is all for now, darling. Humph. Christine W. Chandler. Lady rebutted, providing dictionary definitions of the words dear and darling. Chris accused her of siding with the haters, while Lady said that there was a difference between haters and those who serve sweet justice towards heartless hooligans such as Christine. Chris denied those claims. Lady of the Cosmo wrote back that if she did have a heart, then she would not have harassed Doopy Doover like she did, calling her selfish, with a heart filled with fatty layers of greed. Chris denied those claims. Christine elaborated that she meant to be respectful to Doopy, but she had said the wrong things in grave error. Lady stated that no one felt any pity for her, to which Chris rebutted that she was a sincere,
I appreciate you being here, Doc Cock. Have a good rest of your day.
kind person with lots of music and love in her heart and soul. Lady of the Cosmo then called her Christopher Asshat, and that her actions made her who she was. Chris notified her that she was growing tired and weary of the dispute since the illustrator refused to open up her heart and accept and move on. Lady of the Cosmo clarified that everyone was tired and weary because of Christine, after trying patiently to make her understand. The two continued to argue, with Chris writing that she would keep digging until people like Lady actually understood her and stopped being so closed-hearted, claiming that she would win as long as she would keep going. Lady called her a horrible person with a facade in the form of a painted smile. Chris denied those claims. She informed Lady that she only used those terms with people she liked, to which other Twitter users replied asking whether she would use those words with males as well, and commented that Chris very, very rarely replied to men on the social media platform. Lady of the Cosmos saw it as proof that Christine was trying to get close to women by using those terms of endearment. Chris then unfollowed her after telling her that she hoped Lady would have a nightmare that night. Lady then blocked Christine. Later on, Lady of the Cosmo addressed the argument with other concerned Twitter users, stating that she was alright and that it felt great to give Chris a piece of her mind, though was worried for other creators who might get preyed on by her in the future. By using her Nightstar2891 Twitter account, Christine tweeted at her own main account, giving words of support and calling her darling, seemingly pretending to be a different person. Kristen replied to Nightstar, thanking her for her kindness and feeling grateful that Nightstar liked her. Nightstar then replied, stating that she understood that Chris meant her words to be seen as neutral and would never do anything to harass Nightstar. Christine then used her main account to share the brief conversation she had with Nightstar as a positive example of how to properly accept terms like dear and darling. Lady noticed Chris was using her alternative account and shared the conversation, calling her a psycho. Christine then blocked Lady of the Cosmo on Twitter. On Facebook, the Trollsome gal pal Kim Wilson shared a brief clip from the cartoon series The Simpsons to showcase what problem Chris had been having. She elaborated that it was not Chris's place to decide what is and is not uncomfortable for other people in the My Little Pony fandom.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I got a error message in my OBS. Oh no. But everything looks green. I hope you guys are all still there. Just refreshing. Yeah. Okay. If you guys are all there, I'm just waiting to get my... There it is. Okay. There it is. There's the message I was waiting on. Okay, we're successful. Okay, all green, all green. All right, folks, here we go. You know what? I feel like I owe you guys a ripper for that. Let's get one. Let's catch a ripper for that. Chee-wee-wees. With this one? Yep. All right, let's get it, guys. Come on. Poot, poot. There we go. We here. Chee wee wees. Yeah. All right, folks. Yeah. I haven't done that in a while. That chee-wee-wees. We should do that at the beginning of every stream. Connor knows. Connor knows. All right. Is he? Is he got a fight coming up? Good. 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 I like watching him fight. Raul Rosas Jr.
Chris wrote about her own experiences and offered her own advice in response to Noah King's tweets concerning relationships.
That'd be a good fight with Rob Font. That'd be a good test. That'd be a good test for Raul.
August 27th, she found out that Noah King had also blocked her, likely as a result of numerous calls to do so from Weens. Chris shared screen captures of Twitter users advising Chris against becoming so attached to other users or accusing her of stalking, writing that she would be mass reporting these accounts. In response to MLP voice actress Tara Strong tweeting that she wanted out of this dimension because of some negative news regarding President Donald Trump, Chris wrote that she wanted to join her. Twitter user Aphonic Phonology replied that escaping to another universe would not change the way she treated others, and that she should come back to Earth to deal with her problems like an adult. Kiwi Forums members soon noticed that Chris used her Nightstar account to follow Noah King, bypassing her block. It was also on that day that Chris created an account on Bronymate, an online dating website designed for fans of My Little Pony. She described herself as an all-around, good-natured, high-functioning autistic, female lesbian soul and trans woman, artist, gamer, and creative type, and revealed that she was the original creator of Sonichu, Rosechu, and the city of Quickville. She stated that she was looking for a kind, compassionate, good-looking woman who was as local as possible, and who could appreciate her for who she was, and not judge her. At the end of the day, Chris wrote a long thread of tweets justifying her actions. I will answer a question right now. Why do you act young while you're actually an adult? I am young at heart, a concept I've kept within myself since childhood. If you keep a youthful attitude, you can keep the energy when old. A concept some people apparently do not comprehend. Youthful energy is better filled with kindness, compassion, and love for others and yourself. To be adulting with so much drama gets boring, regardless of us having to deal with it, respectively, in our own lives. And we, the young at heart, stand alongside our liked and cared others, men and women of every race, orientation, and so forth, with love. Love that would normally be found in our youth, despite lack of better wisdom and knowledge. There are no man-children, everyone is a child to their parents and elders, as well as God, our Creator. Haters, stop adulting, find your past, youthful selves, and reconnect. The next day, Christine wrote an update on Patreon explaining that new pages would be delayed because she was feeling off on the count of trolls on Twitter, convincing another person she liked to block her, even though her messages to that person were of support. She also shared the update on Twitter, damning the trolls for coercing those she talked to into blocking her, the kind and compassionate victim. She then posted a poll asking if they were in the same situation, would they block the many internet trolls or the victims they followed. She also shared the poll on Facebook, asking her friends to vote for the hero and not the bullies. In addition, she privately messaged several people, at least on Twitter, to share around the link to her poll so more people could see it, hinting that maybe Tara Strong could influence the vote if it reached her.
I don't know. Maybe one day we'll sneak back and do a bathtub stream again. Yeah. One of these days we'll do another one. Oh my God. We'll do another one one day. We'll set it up. It's got to be a good one though. It's got to be a good one because that's a pain in the ass, but we can make it happen. It's something that we can do. God.
Kristen hypothetically asked if people would block out the heroes of Sailor Moon and Transformers to keep them from the villains, and promoted the hashtag
Oh my God, do you remember the fucking blue shades? Oh my God. Damn.
block the trolls, so people not block
That's like going right back to the very beginning.
the heroes. She then used her Nightstar account to like all of her tweets on her main account. At the end of the day, Chris revealed the results of the poll to find that an overwhelming majority, likely made up of weens, voted in favor of blocking the victims and not the trolls. A Twitter user asked for clarification on whether Doopy Do-Over blocked her because of the trolls, or because of specifically Chris, like she had stated. Christine answered that Doopy was stressed and misdirected her upset towards the wrong person. On August 29th, Chris shared on Facebook a generated future prediction she received on the site Witty Bunny 6 years prior, commenting that during the year 2011, she was still figuring herself out and that it was not a good year for her because her father died that September, and that owner of the game place, Michael Snyder, snared Chris and his mother into his trap, which caused the Chandlers to lose all of the remaining money the Bob had left them. Christine also wrote on Twitter that she wished that every day would be like BronyCon, with lots of people full of sincere kindness approaching everyone instead of having haters and trolls unblocked and having the heroes blocked. Also on that day, she wrote an extensive Facebook post stating that she would try finish coloring the new Sonichu pages despite feeling weighed down by getting blocked by Doopy Do-Over, Tabitha St. Germain, and Jessie Nowacking on Twitter. She elaborated that she supported those creators in sharing kindness and compassion, but the trolls and bullies that followed her began harassing them and bad-mouthing Christine for not being sincere and committing immature deeds in the past, thusly overrunning their Twitter and lives if they would not block Christine, the hero. She closed with stating that her heart was in it, and that she had learned from 5+ years of mistakes and miscontent by which people continued to judge her wrongfully and divide people. In response, Kim Wilson accused her of not listening to women when they gave Chris criticism and felt that creating another Twitter account to evade Doopy's blocking was stalker behavior, fearing Chris would murder someone one day and blame it on the trolls. Chris later shared screen caps of her post on Twitter, directly addressing the accounts which had blocked her by tagging them. Chris later apologized to Lady of the Cosmo for their unrequited dispute and regretted reporting her account, claiming that it was a bad move on Chris's part and believed that Lady could be a better person than that. Lady herself replied, writing that she wished for Chris to maturely apologize for making her uncomfortable by calling her dear, and instead thought that Christine hadn't changed at all because she tried to correct Lady's judgment of the situation. Lady also added that the dispute arose because Chris would never be a woman as pretty as Lady of the Cosmo, both inside and out. On August 30th, Christine made a YouTube video showing a new trick she could do with her tongue.
For I am the kind and compassionate Christine Chandler. And now I can roll my R's. I am still in practice. So everybody is honored to be rolling in the press. For I am not Danger Dolan, the narrator of these Super Planet Dolan videos.
What the fuck is Chris doing? I don't even know what he's trying to do. I don't know. Big Gravy, thank you for the dono, my friend. It is very much appreciated. Straight, simple, and to the point. Fuck sickos. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fully agreed. 100% in agreement. I like that. Straight, simple, and to the point message. I like that. I like that.
But I am powerful nonetheless in that sense. Not great and powerful, I'm kind and compassionate. Christine Chandler. Now everyone stay green and go out and zap to the Extrema. Have a lovely day.
On September 1st, encouraged by a campaign promoted by Tara Strong, Chris donated $20 to the American Red Cross to help those affected by Hurricane Harvey. 2 days later, via her Nightstar account, Christine posted 26 Twitter screenshots of herself being supportive and kind to creators like Doopy and Nowacking, followed by trollsome replies by Weens. Chris then went back to her main account to display Nightstar's tweeted screenshots as examples of trolls who should have been blocked. Later on, digital artist R. Merriweather invited Chris to be a guest on a podcast called Internet Dream Lounge, which was co-hosted by himself and EDM artist Easy K. The next day, Merriweather notified his Twitter followers that the interview was completed and was due to be released the following week. Merriweather then created a Kiwi Farms account and revealed that he did not know exactly why Chris agreed to do the interview, but suggested that it was to promote her own Patreon account. After prolonged attempts to make the interview more edited down and entertaining, it was officially scrapped to never be released, though it was leaked at a later point.
Easy has actually been quite a big fan of Sonichu for some years.
I love Sonichu. I really do.
Support me on Patreon. I can send you copies of the books.
Dude, for what's your base amount for Patreon?
Well, basically, minimum, just so I can make sure I make my money. The books are varying because with my publisher, minimum has to be 48 pages, and the more pages there are, the more expensive it is for me, and then I have to pay shipping, of course.
Right, of course.
They talk about the origins of the creation
You didn't answer that question in the least bit, Chris.
of Sonichu and the beginning of her transgender identity, before moving on to talking about trolls and pickles.
And then she and I walked off together, and then we were intercepted by this guy in a pickle suit, pickle costume. And I was like,
Imagine hearing that. Hearing somebody in full seriousness tell you, they went on a date with the girl, and we're walking out, and on my way out, we got intercepted by a guy in a pickle suit, and she chose the pickle man. Got left hanging, dick in hand, because your date left you for the pickle man. Oh, shit, baby, that rhymed. Look at that. I'm a poet. Look at that. Wordsmith, baby. Straight up wordsmith. Got cucked by a pickle. Oh my god. Imagine hearing that shit. Somebody tells you this in full seriousness. Yeah, lost my girlfriend. Yeah, we got intercepted by the pickle man. Oh my god, I fucking laughed too.
thrown off by that. And then I didn't know what to think, but then eventually she walked off to her car with the guy in the pickle suit escorting her. And I was like, oh my god, what the hell was that?
Top 10 anime betrayals.
I'm very sorry for laughing at it, Chris. It's still, you must imagine in retrospect it's a bit funny.
Yeah, kind of funny, especially when you got the adult definition of how a pickle can be interpreted. But really, that's not the... Well, that is one aspect that turns me off from the vegetable. What really turns me off from the vegetable is actually the taste and flavor. And as I have eaten pickles before, like, off a burger or a sandwich, that pickle brine doesn't quite suit me well.
What about kosher? Yeah. How do you feel about kosher pickles as opposed to dill?
I don't think I ever tried kosher.
They're pretty good. That's the one that I like better.
I'd sample it. See how it tastes.
It's worth a try.
Okay. It's good you're open to new things, at least. So have you encountered the man in the pickle suit more than once, or is that the only time?
Yeah, I'm down with pickles. I like a good gherkin. I like a good sweet gherkin every once in a while. What is it? The sweet, dill, and kosher. I'll eat them all. I'm good with whatever. I like pickles.
I think it might have been...
But a cucumber, that can go fuck itself. Ew. Gross.
Another time where outside the pickle suit...
It's like a little kid. Ew. Cucumber. Ew. But then you give him a pickle, you're like, oh, this is awesome. Pickles are awesome. Cucumbers are gross.
He came back to Virginia. We just hung out for a little bit, but I'm not 100% sure. But
garlic, salt, or lemon pepper? No, thank you. I got up at probably 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning last night, and I had a raw lemon. They're delicious. If you just cut the lemon into third Z's and just... Oh, it's so good. Lemons are so good at that, like, perfect bedtime snack. Delicious. It was delicious.
I mean, I do know who he is.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
There are several situations where, of course, sampled videos from your previous channel. There's one video which you uploaded once, which features a man, a young, decent-looking man, who is interacting with you and joined you in a comedy skit where you drank a potion and became this man. A lot of people were very curious who this guy was. Was it a family friend? Do you remember who I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he actually was a friend of mine and one of my gal pals who actually lives in the Charlottesville area. Not going to name any names, but yeah, he was a friend, and he's currently married and very well to do. I haven't talked to him in a long time though.
They discuss more trolls of the past, Chris's political stance, and more recent happenings, like her trip to BronyCon and her Twitter blockings.
Yes, I do have one final party thought I'd like to offer before we close out.
Good point.
Over the years of which I have been mislabeled or misimaged or slandered by the bad people. Let's just call them that neutrally, by the bad people. Of course, that's all in the past, and that's in between the miscontent I uploaded that they repurposed for that.
You know what I like to eat is raw by itself. Like I could eat a whole jar of just pepperoncinis. So good. I love pepperoncinis. Those are delicious. And Spanish olives. I love Spanish olives. Those are delicious.
It's that's.
There's times where I'll make a plate and put pickles, pepperoncinis, Spanish olives, and maybe a cut up lemon. So good. I've had that for lunch before. It's delicious.
It's not me. That's not me totally. You can't define me in those aspects.
Yeah, it fucks up your stomach for sure. Definitely fucks up your stomach, but man, it's so good. The older I get, though, the easier my stomach gets fucked up. That's probably why I consist on a steady diet of pudding.
All the way around, while I was still young and naive, didn't know as much as I do now, and don't know everything. We're not supposed to learn everything. I have always been, and always will be, and am, a kind, heartfelt person, and I've always liked helping and sharing a smile, making people feel better. That was always me, and I encourage everybody, regardless of whether however they express their feelings of like and love, to just go out and be like, hey, you're cool, whatever, fist bump, handshake, maybe a hug, do whatever.
Hey, you're cool, maybe fist bump, handshake, what the fuck?
For you, as long as you at least share a little bit of good, sincere kindness. I encourage that with everyone.
Wow. That's
very
beautiful.
Very
Thank
beautiful,
you.
yes.
And thank you, everyone.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us, Chris.
Yeah, you were great.
Thank
It's been an honor. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
All right.
On September 3rd, Christine announced that she had unblocked all the people she had previously blocked on Twitter. She then proceeded to backtalk and replied to many tweets criticizing her. Notable controversial YouTube creator Count Dankula also replied to Chris, wishing that she would follow him back because he wanted them to have a live stream together. On the 4th, to commemorate what would have been her father's 90th birthday, Chris made a video in which she read out 2 letters written by her father, Bob Chandler.
And today, this special Captain's Log start date 09/04/2017. This date marks my late father's, Robert Franklin Chandler Jr., his 90th birthday. Miss him every day. Younger, older, younger, older.
That's kind of wild to me. Just, same person, same little picture, It's funny because he's almost sitting in the same position. He's almost sitting and just kind of off over his shoulder just a little bit. And the amount of life that was lived in the difference of this picture to this picture, even though they're physically, 2 inches apart, the amount of life in between this man to this man is it's a crazy thing to think about. It's wild that those pictures are almost the same. Just almost caught him in the same pose and everything. Same look on his face, same just... Everybody, like, in those early pictures, even some of my mom's earlier pictures, like from when she was a kid, and my grandma's pictures, the few that exist, from, like, the 40s and 50s, 60s, people look so mad. They take pictures like this. You guys ever see your family's old family pictures and everybody in them is like this? Nobody's happy to be there.
Here's a couple of pictures of him. Anyway, in honor of his birthday today, I'd like to share something that actually came from him. He actually typed up and hand wrote a few things to me. In honor of his birthday, I'm going to be reading out his letter that he made out to me by my porn name. And we started on...
Turbo, we've been up just over 2 hours at this point. We're closing in on the last stretch of this video here.
December 26, 1987. This was after he got his Tandem brand computer. Used the word processor in that. I used the word processor in there as well for... I made the list of all the video games I owned. That was pretty much that there. I mean, it was just a word processor. Anyway, so... To Christopher Weston Chandler from your dad.
Okay, I gotta have to repeat that.
And we started on December 26, 1987. This was after he got his Tandem brand computer. Used the word processor in that. I used the word processor in there.
Oh, I missed that first part of this explanation. Never mind.
As well for... I made the list of all the video games I owned. That was pretty much that there. I mean, it was just a word processor. Anyway, so... To Christopher Weston Chandler from your daddy. Started December 26, 1987.
That sounds exactly like how I would expect Bob to leave a letter to his son.
She
Or to Chris.
reads out the letter in full before moving on to another one.
August 18, 2008. Dear Christian, at this time in life, you and Sanchu need a quest and purpose in life. As if Sanchu didn't have a purpose already that I'd given him, and...
Chris, you fucking idiot. This is your dad trying to accept the fact that you were obsessed with that goddamn cartoon that you drew, that you stole. And he's trying to tell you that you and Sanchu need to team up and get a purpose in life. He's tired of you doing nothing all day. You're an embarrassment to him. You are shameful to him.
Everybody else and everything? This is what he wanted, my father. Let Sanchu become a champion for autistic persons everywhere and continually defeat the perils of autism. Good grief. Sanchu could become the spokesperson for autistic persons with an ongoing fight for them in chapter after chapter or good deeds on the internet. He could become the spokesperson from now on. You and Sanchu could become famous worldwide.
They became somewhat infamous on the internet, that's for sure.
What? He drew this little mini poster on the back. It's silly. Look at this. Isn't that funny?
What's that say? Bob drew Chris with muscles and his stupid little fucking medallion.
Is that me? Is that me? Sonnet Jew, defender, champion, and educator of autistic persons everywhere. Knocking out the big A. It's funny. Yeah, he was a smart man, my father.
You're certainly not.
Not everything as it would be. I mean, Sanchi does not have autism. None of my electric hedgehog Pokemon have autism. I mean, the only autistic Pokemon I made was the grass psychic type Autistic. That's it's on a train card I've made before, but I don't have it on me right now. It's in my binder. So anyway, happy birthday, Mr. Chandler, wherever you are. And now, by special request.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell he gets sad talking about Bob. You could tell.
I still don't know all the lyrics, but I'll sing the choral verse.
It's crazy how different Bob and Chris were. They were just so... they were universes apart in the types of people that they both are, or were. They shared almost nothing in common except for that fucking Commodore 64 that kicked everything off. That Chris was able to master and play that game, and he'd sit there for hours and figure out those. Yeah, Bob, they're not fucking difficult. I know. But they were so far apart. It's an interesting look at. I don't know if maybe it had to do with their generational gap, because I mean, typically people have their kids in their mid-20s to 30s, and you know that puts a big generational gap. Yeah, but when you're 52 or whatever, that's a giant gap. Like, that's a lot of generational difference there between Chris and Bob. They both saw the world at two totally different times. Bob saw it change from what he was born into to the world that he left behind, versus Chris's experience is completely different. They were just two completely different animals.
We're not flawless. We're work in progress. We've got dents and we've got quirks, but it's our flaws that make us work. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for now. This is Christine and Bob Chandler signing off for now. Have a great, safe day.
On September 7th, Chris made another video for YouTube, discouraging her trolls from interacting with everyone on the internet with whom she talked.
I want you all to listen up for a moment. I want you all to listen up. Especially the internet trolls and cyberboys who pester everybody I talk to. You should not be doing that, because I know what y'all are inquiring of them. You're asking them about me. And guess what? They're not going to have any information about me whatsoever, because depending on how much communication we have, you can consider the communication with most not that much, so they don't know so much about me, and I wouldn't know much about them. Like, take for example, yes, Doopy Do-Over. We hadn't talked much, at least we talked a little bit. I shared my feedback, I shared my positive input, because she's a good person. But anyway, she does not know anything about me, so nobody had to pester her. And I didn't know much about her except from what she shared on the videos on YouTube. So anyway, point of the matter is, don't harass or mass communicate with anybody on the internet that I talk with Period. If you want to bother somebody, go bother somebody that you're already talking.
If you want to bother somebody, go bother somebody you already talked to. Can you enunciate? Pronounce your letters, enunciate your words. It makes it far easier to understand what you're trying to say, rather than just, if you want to bother somebody, go bother them that I talk to. You ain't hear me, I'm going to bother them. Don't bother me. Jesus, Chris.
With.
But I think this was the week that we were supposed to look at Rogue Internet Man's video on the way he speaks. Because I found it, you guys. I found the video where Rogue Internet Man, they dissect why Chris speaks the way he does. I think it's so incredibly interesting to hear when he stutters and repeats himself, and then starts a sentence over. I think it's fucking interesting. The way that Rogue Internet Man tore it down was interesting. But, yes, it is very aggravating, though.
Okay?
Aggravating to listen to.
Okay? And also...
Okay? Okay?
Definitely only 2 accounts on Twitter with my name on them. You know what they are? There are no others. Anyway.
Pet your cat.
Lost my train of thought. But anyway. No. 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 Okay? Stop harassing people. Because not only do I like them, but I care about some to all of them. Okay?
I care about some to all of them.
Cut it out. That's all I have to say for now. Thank you.
On that same day, Chris wrote on...
If somebody told me he was getting ready to go down in the basement and cut off Barb's legs and eat her knees, I would 100% believe you. Going off of just that video there, I would believe that. Yeah, absolutely.
Facebook that she was feeling lonesome and sad because she still hadn't found her sweetheart. She had not given up her search, but had backed away for the moment, praying that her sweetheart would find her. In response, her Facebook friend, William Elliott Waterman, wrote that praying for a sweetheart to find her was a selfish, passive, and defeatist thing to do. He added that he knew married parents who were some of the loneliest people he had ever met, showcasing that finding a sweetheart was not a miracle cure for unhappiness, and encouraged her to do more to enlighten or cleanse her body, like exercising or meditating to make herself relax and feel happy in her own skin. Soon after, Chris's longtime Facebook friend, Jessica Quinn, left a comment, simply writing that the two needed to talk. Presumably after holding a private conversation, Jessica revealed on Facebook that she and Christine began a so-called complicated romantic relationship, elaborating in the comment section that the two were testing the waters. On September 8th, Chris officially declared on YouTube that she was in a relationship with Jessica Quinn.
It finally happened. I'm Christine Weston Chandler, and I am in a true, loving relationship with my sweetheart, my Miss Jessie, my little Miss Jessie, and I'm her little Miss Christine.
It's the eyes, dude. Watch his eyes. They just do 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 do. Just the way they bounce. Watch them.
It's real true, real good. She and I have been talking to each other for more...
Now he's going to stare right at the camera because I said that. You know what? I'll rewind it. Now look at him.
My little Miss Jessie. And I'm her little Miss Christine. It's real true, real good.
I'm her little Miss Christine. Oh, I feel like such a fucking creep for saying that. Oh, God. Oh, why did I say that? Ew, Chris. Ew. You have so many chins.
She and I have been talking to each other for more a couple of years, she is made aware of y'all trolls and bullies, and it's taking me on, it's choosing me as her sweetheart. Still work in progress, this relationship. Well, I'm her champion. I'm gonna defend her from...
You're her champion? Her morbidly obese, titty-having champion.
y'all trolls and bullies. I have true love in my heart. It's unreal to me. I'm getting used to it. But I stand straight to arms. I'm not gonna let anybody harass or bother my sweetheart. If y'all have any questions about our relationship, you direct them to me. And upon there being any of which she and I mutually agree, whether or not to share or leave offline, period, our relationship will mainly be offline. Jessica, I love you with all my heart, and I am yours forever on, as long as you have me. I'll do my best for you, if not better. Excuse me. So everybody please respect her.
Ew.
As you would respect me very much. Thank you. Have a good, safe day.
The next day, Kiwi Farms user, Moonman's son, had a private conversation with Jessica on Facebook. They questioned whether she was truly genuine or a troll, with Jessica firmly stating that she was simply trying out the relationship with Chris and seeing if it would work. She revealed that she was well aware of Christine's past actions, admitting that there were poor choices made by Chris, but would still go ahead with their relationship because she felt that things and people can change, wishing that their interactions be kept more private. Even though Jessica firmly stood by her stance as a real woman, genuinely interested in a possible relationship with Christine, most people assumed her to be a troll on the count of her sometimes ethically questionable Facebook posts over the years. Whatever the case, Christine believed, once again, that she had found her sweetheart, a girlfriend like she wished, who could right all her wrongs and change her life for the better.
Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We did it. We got through it. We killed it. This story is getting... I can see why when I did it in video form and I only got so far, and then when we went back and started on episode 1, I can see why it felt like all new information again, because there's so goddamn much of it. We have gone through 57, roughly on an average at the length of them, about 40-minute long videos. Sometimes they're 45, sometimes they're 30 minutes, but we'll call it an average of 40. And we've gone through 57 of those. That's a lot of fucking time. That is... I want to know real quick. Going off an average... 228 hours, roughly, that we have watched this. And we've still got hours to go. Because we've still got, what? ...28 episodes to go. Time is roughly 40 minutes. That'd be another 112 hours to go. Wait, is that right? I don't know if I did my math right, but anyways, oh, wait a minute. Okay, I take that back. I did my math wrong. So far, this is still a lot. We have watched 38 hours of Christory. 38 hours. roughly. And we have got, with 28 episodes, times roughly 40 minutes, divided by the length of an hour, we have about 18 and a half hours left. We're going to be going through roughly a full work week's worth of Christory by the time we get through this. Sheesh. That's a lot of Chris. But it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it, so we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Troubled One has gifted 5 members. Oh, I take that back. Troubled One, thank you for the dono. I appreciate it. Add 5 memberships, please. We can do that. Give me one moment. I will add that right now. Bang, boom. And Big Gravy has gifted a membership as well. I appreciate you, Big Gravy. Let me add that to the counter right quick. Shouts out to Big Gravy. Let's go ahead and add these 5 memberships on behalf of Troubled One. Come on. Bang boom, ladies and gentlemen. 5 memberships. Those are behalf of Troubled One. We appreciate you, big dog. Shouts out to 5 new members. And if you're going to do that, I'm going to match you. I'm going to throw 5 more out there. Bang boom. Shouts out to 5 new members, baby. We love it. Love to see it. Love to see it. So let's add that to the counter. That'll put us at a whopping 318. Love to see it. Appreciate you guys. That all being said, we did it. We're done here. I gotta go pick up my son in a little bit from school. But I appreciate you guys so very much as always. Videos will be coming out this week. Goblin Records uploaded today. There was... Yeah, we can hit a fat one to go out for sure. There was a new video I guess Cyraxx is going to do, or did, shows us something. He's going to show us something, but I'll cover that. That'll be up tomorrow for members. And what else? Anything else left to say? Come follow me on TikTok. I'm your favorite SA1020. See what I'm doing over there. I think I've said everything I need to say. Let's take this stream out on a double ripper as requested by Big Gravy. You request it, we're going to do it. I appreciate you guys. I will see you all live and in person this coming Friday and Saturday as per usual. Videos Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Let's take this ripper. Here we go. I appreciate you guys being here. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great rest of your week.